So hey guys, what's up? I hope you're doing amazingly fine. Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be special like every other video, and I say this in every video because खुद की चीज खुद को ही बेचनी होती है. But it is actually special. Why? Because we're going to launch a new series on the channel which we're going to call Lights Out What the Facts Tuesdays. अबे लगा ले light. So in this particular series, I'm going to tell you a lot of rare facts about aviation around the world, and not only that, but also give you riddles in order to test your brain's ability and your intelligence. But that's not it. We're going to do all of this within a short span of 3 minutes. So without wasting any more further time, ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelt, seat backs upright, and let's get rolling. Intro. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what happens to aircrafts once they retire. Well, we know what happens to us, but before we learn about what happens to aircrafts, let's put the timer there. So here we begin in 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, so now there can be 3 reasons why an aircraft retires. First, that it is wrecked because of an accident. Secondly, that it is above its life cycle. Every aircraft has a certain life cycle like we do as well. And thirdly, that its operator chooses to let it go. Very sad. So now if any of the 3 things happen to an aircraft, the next thing is to take that aircraft to a place called as an aircraft boneyard. Now what an aircraft boneyard is, it's basically a very big open space like we have parking lots, but that's where you keep all the retired aircrafts. You could say an aircraft cemetery. Now, we do not have any aircraft boneyards in India whatsoever. The reason being that we need a specific climate for it. We basically need a place which is hot and dry and does not have a lot of moisture or salt in the air. And we have a lot of these aircraft boneyards usually in the western parts of US as well as in Europe. Now once an aircraft comes into an aircraft boneyard, it stays there for a long duration of time, during which most of its parts are dismantled and taken off the aircraft. Now the operators usually what they do is they take off the engine, the fuel systems, the oil systems, the landing gear, parts which can be recycled and reused or mostly sold, and they sell it out. Also, a survey done by Air Salvage International says that around 95% of the modern aircraft parts can be recycled and reused all over again. Good news. Also, the parts which cannot be reused or recycled are sold to operators which use them for training purposes, such as most of the buttons and switches in the cockpit can be used for simulators. Not only that, but the whole cabin can be used to train flight attendants and firefighters. A study says that a working salvaged engine itself is worth around $2 to $4 million. Quite a lot of money. Well, that's not it. Some big Hollywood production houses purchase these salvaged aircraft to put it and convert it into a set. Well, did you ever wonder where that aircraft in your previous Avenger movie came from? Well, you know now. Well, since we are coming into the entertainment industry, many of these decommissioned aircrafts, one of which is the first supersonic passenger plane, the Concorde, is now put up in museums where aviation freaks like you and me go to see them. Well, if you think you already have all the knowledge about what happens, you are absolutely wrong. There are people who have converted these salvage airplanes into hotels. And by hotels, I mean actual luxurious hotels. Well, you want to see a few examples? They are right here. So it's not only accommodation, but it's also luxury dining. Well, you know, best out of waste. So next time someone asks you, bro, what happens to aircrafts after they retire? Well, guess who knows the answer.